कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा. Okay, thank you all for joining in for our Chaitanya Charitamrita study session today. Let's begin with the prayers. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा. ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशत भ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं. हरिः ओं तत्सत्. आजानुलम्बितौ भुजौ कनकावदातौ सङ्कीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वाम्बरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. Audio is low. Okay, let me switch to the phone audio. Just give me a second. Is this okay? हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. All right, thank you so much. हरे कृष्णा. चैतन्य चरितामृता की जय. श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. So we are studying Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter number 4. We continue from text number 206. So this is Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. I hope I am audible. Hare Krishna. All right. Okay. So we are continuing to study from Adi Leela, chapter number 4, text number 206. Right. So until 205, we're talking about how Srimati Radharani is the internal pleasure potential of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and how the servitor derives more pleasure than the person who served. Right? We've been studying, reiterating the three reasons why Lord Krishna appeared as Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? The three reasons are to Radhaya, Shri Radhaya Pranay Mahima Kidarishovana स्वाद्यो येनाद्भुतमधुरिमा कीदृशोऽवा मदीयः सौख्यं चास्यमद अनुभवतः कीदृशं वेति लोभात् तत्भावाद्यः समजनी शशिगर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दुः. Right? These three reasons is to understand the glory of Srimati Radharani's devotional service. Second is what are my own wonderful sweetness and sweet qualities that is attracting Radharani to me, that she wants to render service unto me. And Anubhavataha Kidrisham Veti Lobhat. And Krishna also becomes greedy to understand the love of Srimati Radharani. What pleasure is experienced by Srimati Radharani? That pleasure I want to experience. These are the reasons for which Krishna appears as Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, we were also talking about how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, is thinking that my servitor is deriving more pleasure than me. So I want to get into the shoes, right? They say, right? Get into the shoes of somebody means experiencing what that person is going through, right? That's what they say, difference between empathy and sympathy. Empathy means to understand what you're going through and to help them in a way that they feel better because we understand what you're going through. Sympathy means simply some kind of monetary support. We just feel compassion for them. So we just give them, some money or something that will help them at a particular moment. But we are not completely experiencing what that person is going through. So we need to be empathetic in Krishna consciousness because we want to give them what they lack, right? So that is why, the preachers of Krishna consciousness movement, they give, the way they project or they preach is very wonderful. Some say stress management, some say time management, some say, depending on the interest of the person. We distribute Prabhupada's books, we preach the message of Krishna consciousness. That's why the devotees of the Lord are said to be very, very intelligent. Right? They are yajantihi sumedasaha. Very, very intelligent people take up the path of Krishna consciousness. And because of their surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna gives us the intelligence by which we can go back to Krishna. So Krishna is pleased by pure devotional service, and Krishna only gives that pure devotional service, and he does not give it very easily. Why? Because Krishna says that I sell out, I sell myself completely. I become under the control of that person who pleases me by my devotional service. So Krishna gives pure devotional service only to those who are completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. Okay, I hope I am audible. Devotees, all right. Okay, because I just saw in the chat box, someone said not audible. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's continue from text number 206. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter number 4, text number 206. Okay, I hope the screen is visible. Let's continue. Okay, we completed until 205. Yeah. So just as the celestial waters of the Ganges flow unobstructed into the ocean, my devotees simply hear of me, their minds come to me to reside in the hearts of all. So these are the characteristics of the pure devotee of the Lord. So this resonates with Bhagavad Gita verse, Chittamadgata prana bodhayanta parasparam tadayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. The devotees derive great pleasure in talking about me, in conversing about me, in enlightening each other about me. Right? So, and then the next verse only Krishna says, Tesham satati yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yanamam upayantite. I give the pure devotees intelligence Or I give the sadhaka devotees intelligence by which they can practice devotional service in a very nice way under the guidance of a bona fide guru. In this way, I give them the intelligence by which they can come back to me. So Krishna only gives the intelligence. If somebody is serving Krishna very nicely, you should understand that that person has got the Asim Kripa of either Krishna or Krishna's representative, the gurus, right? Or the devotees, like that. Text number 206. Lakshanam bhakti yogasya nirgunasya hi udahritam ahaituki avyabahita ya bhakti purushottame. Suranam, so what meaning? Lakshanam, the symptom. Bhakti yogasya, of devotional service. Nirgunasya, beyond the three modes of material nature. He certainly. Udahritam is cited. Ahaituki, causeless. Avyavahita, uninterrupted. Ya, which bhakti, devotional service, Purushottame, through the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Translation. These are the characteristics of transcendental loving service to Purushottama. This is awesome. We are reading this translation today, right? Today is the 5th day of the Purushottama Adhika Mas, right? So it is said, we are a little bit diverting from the topic, but okay, let's read the translation. These are the characteristic of transcendental loving service to Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is causeless and it cannot be obstructed in any way. So I was hearing the katha about this Purushottama Adhika Mas, right? It is said that it was also one of the benedictions that Hiranyakashipu asked Brahmaji that I should not be killed in the 12 months of the year. I should not be killed in any one of the 12 months of the year. Okay, I just recently got to know this. I don't know, many of you may have heard this before. So we all know, right? I should not be killed outside the house. I should not be killed from inside the house. I should not be killed by any weapons. I should not be killed by a human being. I should not be killed by a devata. I should not be killed by a gandharva. I should not be killed by a beast, an animal, or a bird, or whatnot, he asked. Right? So Narsinghadev appeared by fulfilling all the benedictions that actually Brahmaji gave to Hiranyakashipu. There was another benediction, right? We all know that how he appeared from a pillar. He appeared, in a half man, half lion form, and he tore apart the chest of Hiranyakashipu by with his nails, right? That way he tore apart the chest of Hiranyakashipu, and he took his intestines and made a garland for himself. So all that we know. But what I heard very recently was that this Purushottama Adhika Mas is he instituted this month called Purushottama Adhika Mas because Hiranyakashipu also got a benediction that I should not be killed in all the 12 months of the year. So this Narsinghadev killing Hiranyakashipu, this pastime happened in the Adhika Mas. So it's very wonderful to also study the Prahlad Maharaja's pastimes, right? So currently we are doing Canto 7, the preparation of the Bhakti Vedanta study. So it is very wonderful that as part of the Bhakti Vedanta study, we are doing the Prahlad Maharaj pastimes, right? And it is not coincidence, right? It is the mercy of the Lord that we're actually talking about this Purushottama month and not the translations of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So when the Lord is pleased, we hear more about what we want to hear. We want to hear more about Purushottama Adhika Mas. We want to observe, right? Recently, Nitai Sevni Mataji and a few other devotees, they also mentioned about this one particular shloka that is from the Naradiya Puran, right? That we need to memorize and we need to chant that every day during this Purushottama Adhika Mas. So like this, when we want to serve Guru and Gauranga, we will get more and more opportunities to, to hear from devotees about that month. How we can do more devotional service during that particular month. So this is the way Krishna reciprocates with us. So what we need to do? We need to simply have this desire that I want to serve Guru and Gauranga. I want to observe this Purushottama Adhika Mas in a way that's pleasing to Guru and Gauranga. I want to wake up during Brahma Murta and chant my rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I want to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. I want to hear Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita. I want to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. I want to chant more rounds. I want to do Arati Abhishek of the Lord. Then Krishna will give Mata Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. Krishna will give us everything by which we are able to please Krishna. So we cannot independently please Krishna. We cannot please Krishna by our abilities. We cannot please Krishna with our resources. Right? Everything is given by Krishna. But what one thing pleases Krishna is our bhava, bhavagrahi janardana. our intense desire, our laulyam to please Krishna, to please Guru and Gauranga. That intention pleases Krishna, right? And then externally we may feel that, oh, I'm not progressing, it's not happening. But if our bhava is in the right place, if our consciousness is in the right place, if we want to serve Guru and Gauranga, then everything will be arranged by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this way, this is the Krishna is Purusha Uttama, isn't it? He is the supreme personality of Godhead. Purusha means enjoyer. Uttama means the supreme, right? He's the supreme enjoyer. He's the supreme proprietor, and he is the supreme controller of everything, right? So transcendental loving service to the supreme personality of Godhead has to be Ahituki Apratihata. In Bhagavatam also we study, right? And that Ahituki Apratihata Seva under the Supreme Lord is also possible only by Ahituki Kripa of Guru, Gauranga, and all the devotees, right? It is only by the mercy of the devotees we are engaged in service, isn't it? So we are engaged in service because of the instructions of our Gurus. And the Gurus give us instructions when we have the desire to serve. And when Gurus give us instructions and we follow their instructions and please them, then we get more services. When we get more services, we please Guru and Gauranga. We please our Gurus more and more and more. We please Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and then we will get more intelligence to serve in a way that's more pleasing. So that's how the cycle begins. That we develop all the good qualities, we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra more and more. It all begins. To please Purushottama, we have to please our spiritual master. Text number 207. Salokya Sarshti Sarupya Samipyaikaivam Apyuta Diyamanam na grunanti namat sevanam janaha. Surana's word meaning. Salokya being on the same planet as me, Sarshti having opulence equal to mine, Sarupya having the same form as mine, Samipya having direct association with me, Ekatvam oneness with me, Api even, Uta or Divamanam being given na not, Grananti accept, Vina without, Mat Sevanam my service, Jana the devotees. Translation. My devotees do not accept Salokya, Sarshti, Sarupya, Samipya or oneness with me, even if I offer these liberations in preference to serving me. Purport. These three verses from Srimad Bhagavatam 3.29.11 to 13 were spoken by Lord Krishna in the form of Kapila Deva. So Krishna appeared as Kapila Deva as the son of Mother Devahuti, and he was actually instructing a devotional service to his own mother Devahuti, right? Krishna in the form of Kapila incarnated as the son of Devahuti, right? Kardama Muni and Devahuti, and he instructed his own mother Devahuti. So in that particular section, it is explained that the 5 kinds of liberation, Sarupya, that means getting the same form as that of the Lord. Sarupya, Salokya, to live in the same abode as that of the Lord, right? In Vaikuntha planets, we see that all the Vaikuntha Vasis, they all have this 4-armed form of the Lord. They all carry Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma, right? So that is Sarupya, same form as the Lord. Salokya being in Vaikuntha Dham, and then Salokya, Sarupya, Sarshti means having the same opulences as that of the Lord, right? Aishwaryasya Samagrasya, right? Of course, there are 4 qualities exclusively for Lord Krishna, right? So like that, but the remaining 60 qualities, the Vishnu Tattvas they have, right? Every person of the Vaikuntha Loka can also get those qualities. So that is Sarshti. Then Samipya. Samipya means to be close with the Lord, right? If the Lord is here sitting next to the Lord, being around with the Lord, right? Being a close associate of the Lord, like that, going around with the Lord, right? And the Sayujya means merging with the Lord, right? And that also the Acharyas explained. Sayujya means oneness and interest. We don't want to merge with the Lord, because our identity is Jivera Swarupe Krishna Nityadas. We don't want to merge with the Lord, but we want to have that oneness in the interest of the Lord. If the Lord says, I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Matta Sarvam Pravartate. So we also, Prabhupada says that we are also preaching the same thing. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We should engage in the service of Krishna. So we are not saying anything different from the interest of the Lord. So that is being oneness in interest, right? And devotees don't want that sayujya, which is the merging with the Lord, because the devotees know that I always will have my identity, and my identity is that I am the servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that devotees don't want anyways. The remaining also the devotees don't want. Why? Because to judge, because Prabhupada says in one of the lectures, this fly is sitting on me. This fly is the closest to me, but it is rendering service to me. No, this fly is causing trouble to me. Right? So, like that, we don't want to be close to the devotees in their close proximity, but causing trouble to them. We want to stay wherever we are, but we want to serve our gurus in a way that's pleasing to them. That is more important. Not like not getting the form of the Lord, not being close to the Lord, not being, getting the opulences of the Lord. We don't want all of that, right? But what is it that a devotee wants? Mama janmani janmani shware bhavatat bhaktir ahituki tvai. Right? A devotee simply wants to serve Guru and Gaur. Okay, sorry. All right. So I was just telling that what is it that a devotee wants, right? A devotee does not want to look like the Lord, be with the Lord, be around with the Lord, or have the qualities of the Lord. All that will happen, right? But what is it that a devotee wants, right? We simply have to want to serve the Lord, right? When we serve the Lord, we become dear to the Lord. And the rest of the things will be taken care by Krishna, right? Where Krishna wants to place us, what service Krishna wants to do to us, etc., etc., etc. All right. So here it is mentioned that a devotee does not want those 5 kinds of liberations which are mentioned. What does a devotee want? Mama janmani janmani shware bhavatad bhaktir ahituki vai. So in preference, the devotees prefer to serve me, and they don't even want these kind of liberations if it does not entail service unto me. मत्सेवया प्रतीतं ते सालोक्यादि चतुष्टयम् नेचन्ति सेवया पूर्णः कुतो अन्यत् काल विप्लुतम्. Synonyms word meaning. Mat of me, sevaya by service. Pratitam obtained, they, salokya adi liberation, beginning salokya, chatushyam 4 kinds of, na ichanti, they do not desire, sevaya by service, purnaha complete, kutaha where, anyat other things, kala viplutam which are lost in time. Gauranga. So everything can be everything will be end with everything will end in course of time, but our love for the Lord will never. Neha vikramanachosti pratyavayona vidyate swalpam api yasya dharmasya trayate mahato vayat. Right? Everything, what is the only thing that will never get destroyed? That is our bhakti. That is our opportunity to do bhakti. Even if you've done little bhakti, that will never get, the benefit of that will never get extinguished. My devotees, having fulfilled their desire by serving me, do not accept the 4 kinds of salvation easily earned by such service. Why then should they accept any pleasures that are lost in the course of time? Right? Material pleasures have a beginning and have an end. Right? Adi antavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate buddhaha. So an intelligent person does not accept material happiness, knowing well that they have a beginning and they have an end. Purport. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.67 was spoken by the Lord in connection with the characteristics of Maharaja Ambarish. Merging into the existence of the absolute truth is as temporary as living in the celestial kingdom. Both of them are controlled by time. Neither position is permanent, right? So that's the nature of the material world, that everything that has a beginning has to end, right? We were discussing the other day about provisions. We buy from the provisions shop, rice, dal, chana dal, whatever. So everything has got a manufacturing date. Everything has got an expiry date. So similarly, when we are born in this world, we are made out of earth, water, fire, air, ether. So there is an expiry date that is already written. Only that we are not able to see it in the forehead or in the body. That so-and-so body is going to expire at this particular date. The expiry date is already set. So that is the reason, since we don't know, and this jiva, the jiva atma is residing in this body, we don't know for how long, what will happen. Yesterday I was reading the news of a devotee, just about 40 years or so. This devotee makes very wonderful deity dresses, and she had just changed her shop in Pune only. She had just changed her shop of making deity dresses from one shop to another shop in the same street. So at around 4 o'clock, she had gone home during lunch, and she was about to come back to the shop. She had just shifted her shop. Around 42 years must be. So suddenly she was feeling uneasy when she was at her home and she was about to come back to the shop. So she told that I'm feeling a little uneasy. Let me go to the hospital. She did not even reach the hospital. Hardly 42 years. She did not even reach the hospital. She died midway when she was going to the hospital. Suddenly she became unconscious and then she died. So we don't know what is going to happen at what time. So that is the reason we need to be prepared at all times. We don't know. 40 also. We think that okay, 40 years is young, so there's a lot of time to go. So we can balance our life and all. But nothing is predictable in this material world. So we don't know the expiry date. So we have to be prepared at all times. Whatever we do, we don't have to change our occupation. We don't have to change our activities. We simply need to dovetail our propensities in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Madan Sundar Prabhu was talking in the morning Bhagavatam class. He was saying, in whatever interaction we do, whether it is with our maids, whether it is with our neighbor, whether it is with our friends, whether it is with a stranger, whomever we meet, whether it is with an Amazon delivery person, right? Sometimes these delivery people can be very irritating, So when we interact with them, right? So especially after today's class, I was contemplating that every interaction, we don't want to attract curses of anybody, right? Not, of course, devotees means it will cut the root of our devotional service. But even living entities, right? Prabhu was talking about Jiva Himsa, right? When we talk even to, our neighbors who may not apparently be devotees right now, or an Amazon delivery guy or our maid, we need to be especially careful. We don't want to attract anybody's curses, right? So we don't know who's who, and nobody's curse we want. We want to interact in a way, right? I took that as a resolution. So every interaction we do, whatever person we talk to, right? We want to make that interaction, even if we don't get blessings, we should not get curses. Of course, if we can get blessings, if we help that person in a way that touches his heart, automatically blessings will flow, right? So it's not necessary we go around asking everybody, bless me, bless me, bless me. That's not how blessings flow. Blessings are never asked, right? When somebody is so pleased with the way we interact with them, with the way we serve them, blessings are the outflow of their heart, that they are the outpouring of their heart. So I was thinking, this is something I should work on, right? Because we don't want to get anybody's curses for sure, but we want to behave in a way that we receive everybody's blessings. Because when we receive blessings of other living entities, right, they are all sons and daughters of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, isn't it? Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Aham bija pradaha pita. Krishna is the seed-giving father. So Krishna will be pleased more than we serving Krishna. Krishna will be pleased if we are serving and pleasing his children, isn't it? So it's also, Prabhupada also mentions this in a lecture. Prabhupada says that, a rich man, if somebody pleases him, somebody runs his errands and doing everything, he's paying them anyways, isn't it? So he's not very pleased by what the people are doing. But if that particular person is actually working in a way that's pleasing to his or her son or daughter, right, a small child, then that becomes more pleasing even to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. Okay, somewhere some internet connection has got lost, I believe. Okay, but I think it's going from the mobile. Okay, let's continue. So I was saying that even the rich man, right, he's happy if his small child is happy, or if his sons and daughters are happy, then he feels more gratitude than if that person serves him also, right? And Krishna is Purusha Uttama, right? All the qualities and desires that we have, it all comes from the Supreme Lord. So when we have that inherent behavior in us, that if somebody does something good for our daughter or for our son or for our husband or for our relative, then we become very grateful, and automatically blessings will pour from our heart, right? So in that way, we want to serve and please everybody, right? Of course, we don't go out of our way serving everyone, that we don't even do our own Swadharma. No, that's not the point. That the point is whomever we get an opportunity to interact with, we want to make that interaction in a way that it is at least not inviting curses, which will hamper our growth in devotional service. Right? It also reminds me of Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami, right? Yeah, Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami was meditating on the Supreme Lord, right? He is a person. He's a pure devotee. He's Rupa Manjari in the spiritual world. What he was doing, he was meditating and he was actually visualizing the pastimes of Radha Krishna. At that time, and a person whose body was deformed, he was just walking past. And Rupa Goswami did not even see that person. Rupa Goswami was thinking of the Supreme Lord, relishing the pastimes, and he was smiling and he was, laughing. There will be some interesting pastime that's happening, between the gopis and the Krishna, or between the Sakas and Krishna. He was seeing those pastimes and directly in Goloka Vrindavan while sitting in this material world. But when this devotee, he saw that, oh, why is Rupa Goswami laughing at me? Because of my deformed body? He was just thinking for a minute like that in his mind. And Rupa Goswami's vision of the spiritual world, of Radha Krishna, of the Krishna playing with the Sakas, it got lost. So Rupa Goswami didn't even have the faintest tinge of wanting to laugh at this person. He's a pure devotee. Such a pure devotee also, because of somebody else's misinterpretation or thinking that this person is laughing at me, can cause such kind of a vision loss. What to speak of sadhaka bhaktas like us? We are already struggling. We are already, we are unknowingly doing so much of Vaishnava aparat. And even if we don't do aparat, the other person thinks also, which won't affect our devotional service. How much careful we need to be. Right? Of course, Sanatana Goswami later advises Rupa Goswami that you go and give an invite to everybody in the village to come to your home to take prasadam. So anybody who's angry with you will not come. So this particular Ashtavakra, that means he had some deficiencies in his body. So he did not come. And then Rupa Goswami understood. He went and begged forgiveness. Although it was not mistake on his part at all. He did not even know that this person was walking. But then he apologized. Why? Because it is our own self-interest. We want to go back home, back to Godhead. We want to please Guru and Gauranga. So if it means to apologize, right? They say that if you've actually done some mistake and you're apologizing, then it is but natural. We have to do it, right? But even if we are not made a mistake, but we are still apologizing, that means we value the relationship more than we value to win that particular debate or win that particular argument. Yeah. So we don't want to win all the battles of this world. We want to win the final battle. We want to remember Krishna at the time of death. So what is important? We want to have a cordial relation with everybody in this world. We want to attract more and more blessings of those who are very dear to Krishna. And everybody, all of the living entities, Mame Vamsha Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta, Sanatana, everyone is part and parcel of the Lord. So we can try to at least not make things worse for ourselves, our devotional practice, by inviting anybody's curses. We want to attract people's blessings towards us so that Krishna will give us more and more intelligence how we can serve in a way that's pleasing to Guru and Krishna. All right, let's move ahead. Text number 209. Yeah, 209. Kamaganda hina swabhavika gopi prema nirmala ujjvala shuddhayena dagda hema. Kamaganda hina, without any scent of lust. Swabhavika, natural. Gopi prema, the love of the gopis. Nirmala, spotless. Ujjvala, blazing. Shuddha, pure. Yena, like. Dagda hema, molten gold. The natural love of the gopis is devoid of any trace of lust. It is faultless, bright, and pure like molten gold. So such kind of bhava can come in us only when we have the blessings of devotees, when we have the blessings of our gurus, when we have the blessings of the senior devotees. So every possible service opportunity we should take up, and we should serve in a way that's pleasing Guru and Gauranga. Text number 210. Krishnera Sahaya Guru Bandava Preyasi Gopikaha Yena Priya Shisha Sakidhasi. Krishnera of Lord Krishna, Sahaya helpers, Guru teachers, Bandhava friends, Prayasi wives, Gopika the gopis, Hyena are Priya dear, Shishya students, Saki confidants, Dasi servants. The gopis are the helpers, teachers, friends, wives, dear disciples, confidants, and serving maids of Lord Krishna. So Krishna gives intelligence by which we can serve in all the capacities. We can serve Krishna only when he reveals himself to us. He reveals his need to us. Swayam eva swarati adaha. When Krishna reveals everything to us, then only we will develop the intelligence how to serve Krishna. Text number 211. Sahaya Guruva Shishya Bujisha Bandhava Striya Satyam Vadami Te Partha Gopya Kimne Bhavantina. Sahaya, helpers, Guravaha, teachers, Sishyaha, students, Bujis, Bujis, Yaha, servants, Bandavaha, friends, Striyaha, wives, Satyam, truthfully, Vadami, I say, Te unto you, Partha, O Arjuna, Gopya, the gopis, Kim, what, may, for me, Bhavanti, are, na, not. Translation. O Partha, I speak to you the truth. The gopis are my helpers, teachers, disciples, servants, friends, and consorts. I do not know what they are not to me. So according to the Ye Yatamam Prapatyante Tam Sataiva Bhajamyaham, that's for people like us, right? For the gopis and the pure devotees of the Lord, right? They know what will please Krishna. And according to discussing, Krishna, the Radharani also exhibits this man bhav. No, only when it pleases Krishna. Nothing is for self-interest. Everything is for the interest of Krishna. This verse was spoken by Lord Krishna in the Gopi Premamrita. Text number 212. Gopika Ajanena Krishnera Manera Vanchita Prema Seva Paripati Ishta Samihita. Synonyms. Gopika, the gopis. Janena, no. Krishnera of Lord Krishna. Manera of the mind. Vanchita, the desired object. Prema Seva of service in love. Paripati, perfection. Ishta Samhita, achievement of the desired goal of life. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. The gopis know Krishna's desires. They know how to render perfect loving service for his enjoyment. They perform their service expertly, the satisfaction of their beloved, right? To serve, Radhanath Maharaj says, to love means to serve means to please, right? So if we love someone, or even if we want to develop our love for someone, we need to understand what they like and what they dislike, and avoid what they dislike and do what they like. In this way, we will become more dear to them. Krishna tells in 12th chapter, we are meditating on the qualities that will make us dear to Krishna. So we meditated on 12.13. Today we started 12.14. Right? So we should develop those qualities, which Krishna says, if you develop those qualities, you'll become dear to me. So very, very easy for us, right? So we need to develop those qualities, become dear to Krishna. We become dear to Krishna, Krishna will reveal how we can serve Krishna in a way that's pleasing to him. And of course, under the guidance of a bona fide guru. मन महात्म्यम मत सपर्वाम मत श्राद्धम मन मनोगतम जानन्ति गोपिका पार्थ नान्ये जानन्ति तत्वतः. मत महात्म्यम, my greatness, mat saparyam, my service, mat shraddham, respect for me, mat magatham, the intention of my mind, jananti, they know, gopika, the gopis, partha arjuna, na, not, anye, others, jananti, no, tatvataha, actually. Translation, O Partha, the gopis know my greatness, my loving service, respect for me, and my mentality. Others cannot really know these. This verse was spoken by Lord Shri Krishna to Arjuna in the Adi Purana. So, Yogamaya arranges, right? Whatever is pleasing to Krishna, according to that, even the gopis and even Mother Yashoda, in the Damodar Leela, Mother Yashoda also forgot that, forgot in the sense, Mother Yashoda never knows. Or even when Krishna, shows the universe in his mouth, Mother Yashoda never thinks that this is the Supreme Lord. Mother Yashoda thinks that, oh, what happened to Krishna? And she prays to Lord Vishnu to protect her son. So like that, Yogamaya enables that Krishna has this pure Vatsalya affection with Mother Yashoda. And Krishna himself forgets, isn't it? Krishna himself forgets I am the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, how can he run away from his mother? Right? The Supreme Lord, who's the fear personified, right? Fear personified means Krishna has given these rules and regulations. You don't follow the rules and regulations. Like a thief is always afraid of the police, right? Even if the police is not coming in search of him, a thief would automatically lift his hand up, right? Because he's got that guilty conscience, right? So we are all not following the rules and regulations of the Lord. So we are fearful of the Lord, and that is the first step we take. Right? We start devotional service out of fear, and then we do it as a matter of duty. Then we do it as a matter of love, right? And unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in all stages, the person who is fear personified, whom even the anything they do wrong, they fear the Supreme Lord. Oh, what will happen to me now? That fear personified is becoming afraid of Mother Yashoda. So that is the loving reciprocation between the Lord and his mother, and the Lord and the pure devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. That sometimes even forget that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Such is the level of intimacy, such is the level of devotion, such is the level of devotional service, right? There is no use of devotion without service. That's why Prabhupada always translates devotion or bhakti into devotional service, right? If you love somebody, you have to serve them, and you have to serve them in a way that pleases them. Se gopi gana madhye uttama radhika रूपे गणे संभाग्ये preme sarvadhika. Say those gopi gana, the gopis, madhye, among, uttama, the highest, radhika, Srimati Radharani, rupe in beauty, gune in qualities, sambhagye in good fortune, preme in love, sarva adhika above all. Among the gopis, Srimati Radhika is the foremost. She surpasses all in beauty, in good qualities, in good fortune, and above all in love. Among all the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the most exalted. She is the most beautiful, the most qualified, and above all, the greatest lover of Krishna. Right? So everything comes when we have this laulyam to serve Guru and Gauranga, serve Radha Krishna. Okay, last verse for today. Yata Radha Priya Vishnus Tasya Kundam Priyam Tata Sarva Gopishu Saivaika Vishnur Atyanta Vallabha. Synonyms: Yata, just as, Radha, Srimati Radharani, Priya, very dear, Vishnu, to Lord Krishna, Tasya, her, Kundam, bathing place, Priyam, very dear, Tata, so also, Sarva Gopishu, among all the gopis, Sa, she, Eva, certainly, Eka, alone, Vishnu of Lord Krishna, Atyanta Vallabha, most dear. Just as Radha is dear to Lord Krishna, so her bathing place Radha Kund is dear to him. She alone is his most beloved of all the gopis. This verse is from the Padma Purana. So Prabhupada says in one of his lectures, if you love me, you love my dog also. Right? You can't love the Lord and not love those who are dear to the Lord. Okay, just give me a second. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So I was saying, we cannot love the Lord and not love those who are dear to the Lord, right? Because we also discussed in between that when we please the devotees of the Lord, that pleases the Lord more than the Lord himself we directly serve the Lord and please him. So of course we serve the Lord under the guidance of our gurus, and when we follow the instructions of the gurus very nicely, the first person we please is our gurus. And by pleasing the gurus, then we also become trained in serving the Lord. And in this way, gurus are pleased, the Lord is also pleased. So we cannot please the Lord without pleasing our gurus, right? Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadanna gati kutopi. So at no point in time we want to jump over our gurus and serve the Lord directly. That is Sahaji Abhav, right? I danced with Krishna yesterday, right? And the Shat Goswamis of Vrindavan, who are the pure devotees of the Lord, what do they pray? हे राधे व्रज देवी के चललिते, हे नंद शूनु कुटः, श्री गोवर्धन कल्प पाद पतले, कालिंदी वने कुटः, गोशान्तावपि सर्वतो व्रजपुरे, केदैर्महाविह्वलौ, वन्दे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ, श्रीजीव गोपालकौ, वन्दे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ, श्रीजीव गोपालकौ, वन्दे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ, श्रीजीव गोपालकौ. So in this way, the Shat Goswamis Vrindavan, actually this is a very good way, having the mobile audio, even if the Zoom goes up and down, we are still having it because there's data in the mobile. So, what are the Goswamis singing? Right? They are singing that hey Radhe, hey Vraja Devi Kecha Lalite, Lalita Devi, Radharani, Krishna, where are you all? I also want to serve Krishna, but I don't know. I want to assist you all in the service of Radha Krishna. But where are you? Goshantavati Sarvato Vrajapure Kedair Mahavivalav. They are running like this. The entire Goshanta means shouting in loud voice. Oh Radha, oh Krishna, where are you? Right? Vande Rupa Sanatana Ragyugo Sri Jiva Gopal. So this is the mode we want to adopt. Right? Why? Because this is the mode that will please our acharyas. We don't want to show that we are very close to Lord Krishna. Right? So the more the devotee is closer to Krishna and the gurus, the more the devotee does not show off that I am very close to Guru and Krishna. So that is the glory of a devotee, right? The more a person becomes a devotee of the Lord, the more vidya vinaya sampanne, the more the devotee becomes more and more humble, the more and more the person becomes nirmamo nirahankara sama dukkha sukakshami, right? All those qualities that we were discussing, 12.13 to 20, person develops all of that and becomes very dear to Krishna. So what are we supposed to do in our sadhaka stage? We are simply to follow instructions of our gurus, follow the guru's instructions, serve the guru in a way that's pleasing to the gurus, right? It can be both Vani and Vapu. And in this way, when we please our gurus, we will finally please Radha Krishna. Yad Gatwana Nivartante Tadhama Paramam Mama. In this way, we reawaken our Krishna consciousness. We go back home, back to Godhead. Grantraj Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Shri Krishna Raj Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. So, if you do Harinam Sankirtan, everybody can switch on your cameras. It will be nice. Krishna 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 He Krishna 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 He Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahi Ma Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Raksho Ma Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Pahi Mam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Raksho Mam. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Gurudev, Gurudev, Gaura Hari Bol. Haribol, 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 Nitai, Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai, Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai, Gora Haribol, Haribol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jaya Jaya, Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Gurudev, Gurudev. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. कलियुग विद्वान हरिनाम संकीर्तन जबा यज्ञ की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। Offer my respectful obeisances and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord, who just like desire trees, who can fulfill the desires of everyone, and are full of compassion towards the fallen conditioned souls. Mancha kalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindhubhya eva cha, patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। Hare Krishna. Thank you, devotees. Today is Thursday, so we'll meet tomorrow for our Brahma Murta chanting session on Fridays and every day. And then tomorrow we'll continue with our discussion of Chaitanya Charitamrita at 12 o'clock Indian Standard Time. Thank you very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Srila Gurudev ki jai. Anta Koji Vaishnava Vrind ki jai. Itai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you. Hare Krishna.